Here we are getting ready for this showdown between these two fighters. Should be a good one. I'm Todd Grisham. Next to me, of course, is Johnny Nelson.
Todd, always a pleasure to work with you. Always a pleasure.
And now it's time for the tale of the tape. First up, we have Showboat. And they'll be facing Freight Train. This is one of the most stacked divisions in the world. These two will be competing as lightweights.
We'll be talking about this fight for years to come. This is one of those classic fights that everybody wants to see.
Up first is Showboat from the United States of America. Up against them, Freight Train from the United States of America.
I'm so excited for this fight. There is no nonsense here.
And with that, we turn it over to the world-renowned ring announcer, Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from the United States of America, wearing the red trunks with red trim, Showboat. Fighting out of the blue corner, from the United States of America, wearing the white trunks with red trim, Freight Train.
Expectations are sky high for this fight. Will it live up to the hype? We're about to find out.
Close the door, close the curtains. This is it. Let me enjoy myself right now.
What a great venue and what a great matchup. Cannot wait for this one. Here we go, round one. Who's going to land the first big shot? Didn't land that jab. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. The jab doesn't quite connect. Johnny, a lot of fighters focus on their defense with their hands up. This fighter focuses on their defense with their footwork, moving on those angles, staying out of danger.
Do not give an outside fighter time to think. You've got to make the fighter panic. You've got to rush the fighter into doing things they don't normally do.
Lucky that hook didn't score. A little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
He threw a punch and just got countered. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. And not throw out a lazy jab in this fight, you'll get knocked out. Exchange punches. Beautiful counter shot. Aiming for the chin. He's headhunting right now. Nice counter punch. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. They've got the momentum. They've got the advantage. How do they carry? There's the bell for round two. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Ronda Rousey once told me when she gets into a fight, her mentality was minimum effort, maximum efficiency.
A win is not just a win for some fighters. They need to feel the blood, the crunch. They need to get that win.
counter shot. Not a lot of defense here at all. Beautiful counter punch. Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Nice counter. Will not throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. Caution being thrown to the wind. Jab misses. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Could not have come. Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Well done with that counter shot. Unlike the heavier fighters, these fighters throw so many punches, it's hard to keep up. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Catch and shoot. And counter punching. It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. Straight right just misses. Unlucky to miss with that uppercut. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. This is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. This fighter needs to turn the tables in this next round.
Every second, every...
Back at it in round 4. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get...
Oh, hold on a second, Johnny. And the freight train has been knocked out. And as we see it again, there's no way to get up when you get clipped with a shot like that.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
Are you all right? You're out.
It happened. You saw it here live. A knock. Well, ladies and gentlemen, first up,
This bout.
the fans are high hopes for this battle between these two athletes. Oh, he took that jab well. Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. You'd like to see more jabs. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Catch and shoot. And he scores with the counter. So much pre-match drama before this showdown. Who could forget what we saw yesterday at the weigh-in? These two boxers are finally ready to get it on.
Can you imagine walking into this town, walking into an arena with such noise, people chanting your names? You can't even hear your corner man whisper in your ear. I've been in situations like that where it can be terrorizing if you haven't got your wits about you.
This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Seemed like an eternity. And there's the bell to start round two. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. They've got to use their jab better in this fight. Trying to land that jab. That counter punch caught him clean. This fighter focuses on that outside game. You don't see them get hit too often. You don't see them in trouble a lot. But that's what their mantra is.
These are my kind of fighters. Boxing on the edge of the ring, using the jab, using the footwork, moving left to right. It's like a bull in a matador.
Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Nice counter shot. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. A perfect counter shot. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do differently?
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, bro, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
No, relax. Just keep him on the end of that jab. Be smart. Get your shots up. Don't give him any. Go back.
Here we go in round three. Who's going to land the first big shot? After that last round, something has got to change.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
punch. Exerted here. This is the type of fighter that would say, I don't even want rounds. Let's just fight until one of us can't stand up anymore.
Tactics out of the window. These guys just want to brawl.
A perfect counter lands. That hook was off target. Can they figure out the combination to this sink?
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Beautiful counter shot. Both men step back for just a moment. Throws the jab, but it doesn't score. That hook just can't find the target. Nice counter. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. From this moment forward, he cannot afford. There's the bell to start round 4. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
What heart, what desire, but at what cost? The only fear you have with this fighter is has he punched himself out? Beautiful counter punch. Punch, counter punch. Those counter punches have to hurt. A real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
They exchange punches. Neither fighter willing to slow down. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. What would you tell this guy if he's got to do something different?
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
The jab doesn't quite connect. Blistering hand speed from both of these. And Showboat is down to the canvas. And in this replay, you can see it. That body punch folded him like a lawn chair.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
One, two, three, four. Give me your blood.
So they'll make it up, and this fight continues.
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and determination. Maximum respect.
Halfway through the round, and I think we all know who's winning here.
The corners must be so happy. Down to a T, play the plan out to a T. If they can pick up momentum and do this over and over and over again, they've got it.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. How about that time counter shot? There's a counter shot. Final 10 seconds here, unless we get some late drama. I think we all know who won this round. What a huge momentum swing that's going to be, considering that round will be 10-8 after the knockdown.
Can make or break a fighter.
Get your mind back on the job. There's a god-awful good work. That's it. Now breathe. Just get your breath back. Better than that guy. You're much better. He's not even in your league.
Doing the gaps are up there. Stay focused. Don't move back in.
You've done all that work all the way through camp, and now you're going to go back out there and lose the match? You got to get out there, switch on, and get your boxing back together.
Stay focused. Don't move back into the fight. Great round.
That's going to be a tougher fight because he's going to be confident. I want you to go back out
at the time, set him up, but you'll take him out. He's ready to go. He's absolutely
your jab, and then start gathering your pace and get your momentum back and win the round.
Otherwise, you'll see it and ride it out.
Unfortunately, this fighter not going to get more time to heal up as we get set to jump back in the action.
Power shots. Good work. Don't forget the jab and don't get carried away. Think about the...
There's the bell to start round 6. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
That left-handed jab doesn't quite score. Counter shot lands. Is he going to punch himself out, though? In this division, both fighters will constantly be on their toes trying to punch and counterpunch.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
His stamina is off the charts. So much for defensive ability. And down goes Showboats. Let's watch that again, replay from a different angle.
A shot from the gods took it out.
So this was an unexpected turn of events. What happens next?
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again.
Total domination with 10 seconds to go. It's not over till it's over, but that knockdown is going to be huge.
I love the response, though. Got back up, took a deep breath, thought, right, brush it off, get on with the job.
Let's go back out.
Nice round, good round. I like that, I'm happy. Good man, good man.
Back, and then we'll go again. Come on, you're switching up.
Good there. Stay focused. Don't let him back into the fight.
And win this round. You had everything in the bag, and now you let him back into it. Don't worry about that round. Don't worry about that round. Let's just get out there and let's reset. Forget about the rest.
Don't move back into the fight. Great round. Relax.
Good. Right. Let's go out there and get your...
Set him up. but you'll take him out. He's ready to go. He's absolutely shattered.
On your jab and breathe when you're stepping about, all right? Good.
See it and ride it out. Go up there and finish him.
Time winding down as we get set for another round.
I need you to focus on what you're...
Beautiful, that's it. Start sticking a few body shots in there. Bury it up a little bit so he can't be used.
There's the bell for round 7. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff it.
Hold that thought! The referee really thinking about stopping it. Appears they weathered the storm. How? I'm not sure.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics sometimes. It's so hard to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
And Showboat has just been knocked down. Let's watch that again in replay from a different angle.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
That'll be a 10-8 round for sure with the knockdown.
You've been put down, you've got to think right, survive, and then give it back the next round.
Come on, you let him back into the fight. You're much better.
Okay, I'm happy. I like that round. Good work. Relax now. I don't want...
Switch on. Get your boxing back together. You've been coasting.
Ready to go. He's absolutely shattered.
He's got to be confident. I want you to go back out there and take his confidence away. Go out, and in the first minute, stick him in the end of your jab, and then start gathering your pace and get your momentum back and win the round.
Straight down the middle. You can't miss him. Great work. Stay focused.
Get your mind back, get your focus back, get your jab back. Just boxing.
Thinking. He was smart. You weren't loading up, but you were still landing your power shots. Good work.
Go back out there and win this round. Only lost one round. Listen.
Push on the engine, what you do. Good work.
And that'll do it for the time between rounds as we get set to get back in the action.
You're way better than that,
babe. Stay focused. Don't let him back into the fight. Don't give him no fish.
And there's the bell for round 8. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. The only fear you have with this lightweight is has he punched himself out? Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Well, you know, in this division, we're going to see a lot of combinations, a lot of counter-punching.
Todd, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought, this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to frustrate him. I've got to humiliate him and show him how good a boxer I am. That's the only way you beat an aggressive fighter. Show your boxing skills, step out the way. Don't fight fire with fire, use flame over brawn.
His stamina is off the charts. He just misses with that jab. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on the fighter. Get out there and get the job done.
Back into the fight that round. I need you to switch back on.
Chris, go on. Don't let him back in or anything. Don't give him no free shot.
Get out there and switch on. Get this boxing.
There's the bell to start round 9. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then...
Oh my God, Johnny! This could be the end! I thought we were going to see the finish there.
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. He threw a punch and just got countered. Jab misses. In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim them, go for speed.
Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
They blocked the left there. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Now you start wondering how much work these two fighters did in the gym.
There's a lot on the line here.
There you go, back out there and switch back on. Get focused, get your mind back on the job.
Great work. I love that. I love that. The jab's slick.
Come on, you're switching up. You got complacent. This fight's not over.
Beautiful. That's it. Start sticking a few body shots in there. Bury to
Bag, and now you let him back into it. Get your mind back on the job. That was a god-awful round, that was. Come on. You let him back into the fight. You're much better than that guy.
Don't let him back into the fight. Great round. You think...
Get your boxing back together and put him back in his place.
Good work. Don't forget the jab and don't get carried away. Think about the defense.
Focus back and get that jab back. Just boxing, be smart.
Just saying again, don't change too much. Keep doing what you do.
The referee calling for seconds out. Unfortunately, this fighter not going to get more time to heal up and get a breather.
Sets him up. You'll take him out. He's ready to go. He's absolutely...
Here comes the 10th round. They let it all hang out in the last round. What do they got left?
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
Good counter punching. Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be. having second thoughts in the ring.
Well done with that counter shot. A straight right just misses. Pretty close fight here in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
That jab misses. It's not always about who hits harder. In this division, ring IQ can go a long way.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Tried to score with a jab. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Stamina is always an issue in a prize fight.
You cannot gas out. If you prepared right, slept right, ate right, and did everything right for this fight, you have no excuse for gassing out.
To win this fight, I need you to focus on what you're doing.
Now, don't want you to load up. Don't be looking for that one shot or anything.
In this, kid. Go back out there and win the round. Get back behind the jab.
He's gone already. Just make sure you follow through. Don't let him get out. Go out there and finish him. You were thinking, you were smart, you weren't loaded.
Go out there and win this next round. Get your mind.
And don't get carried away. Think about your defense and the end of all that.
Fight, you're much better than this guy. You're much better. He's not in your league.
Go on, don't let him back in or anything. Don't give him no free shots. Be slow.
The fight's not over yet.
The referee calling for seconds out as we get set to jump back in the action.
Body shots in there.
I need you to get back out there. I need you to win this round. Get your mind back. Get your focus.
Let's start 11. Not sure these two fighters can keep up the pace we saw last round, but you know they're going to try.
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me, personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
The stamina is off the charts. This fighter's certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to be thinking. You've just got to be smarter than them. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket them.
Just missed with that jab. Nice counter punch. A perfect counter shot. This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. The straight right just misses. The referee taking a look here, and if the fighter can't see, the fighter can't fight.
Are you all right? Are you okay?
And it looks like this fight will continue. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. How much cardio was put in for this fight? It may come down to that.
This is when you talk about championship material.
Good one. Stay focused. Don't let him back in the fight. Great round.
Come on, you're better than that. You've done all your work all the way through camp. Right,
Just set him up and you'll take him out. But he's ready to go.
smart when you go out there. Just take the round off, win the round on your jab.
Coast through this round or he'll ride it out. Go out there and finish him. Just keep him on the end of that jab and you're getting your time in already. That right hand's beautiful. That's it. And just stick a few body shots.
You've got to take that confidence away. Go out in the first minute,
Good man. You stay focused? Go on. Don't let him back in or anything.
down back, take away that confidence, stop him in his tracks.
Don't be looking for that one shot or anything.
Be calling for seconds out as we get set for another round.
Punch through this round, really.
Round, right? There's only one round that you've lost. Don't worry about it. Get out.
And there's the bell to start round 12. Fatigue is setting in. Let's see how they handle it here in this round.
What are they doing that now? Are they trying to get an earning out? That's a lot of energy burst.
Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? They're in trouble. A much better game plan here.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Here we go with these two lightning-quick lightweights.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
Nice counter shot. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. Can't land that jab. Holding nothing back here in the round. Is he going to punch himself out, though? Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Another win, another unanimous decision victory.
Unanimous? You know what? Smart that is. A total change of styles to make sure they got it. At every round in the fight, there was no argument, no discussion, no mistake. It was so obvious.